Hey guys, this is Josh, aka Tank, aka the guy who edits the podcast. I need to take a quick second before we start the video and apologize. You're going to hear some ruffling and some coughing. That's my bad. I thought I was muted. I was muted in the group conversation, but apparently I wasn't muted on the recording. So I apologize. I'll make sure it's better next time. Bear with us. We love you guys. Peace.
Welcome to the Nerds from Work, your weekly escape into this world of geeks, nerds, and a whole mess of characters that get killed in a span of 3 minutes. Fuck you, Shatterstar. Hey, as always, I'm Jason Miller. We've got Josh Tankersley.
What up?
And Narug Bajay.
What's good?
I'm pretty sure that Brandon got vomited on by somebody who spits venom. He spits hot fire when he rhymes. But anyway, hey, other than watching Deadpool and laughing our asses off, what have you guys? What's something you guys have done this week?
So I went and got this sweet new tattoo. So little Zelda heart action for the family. Pretty pumped about it. I'm trying to make it like flat and even.
What happens if you have 2 more kids?
Yeah, so I have a doctor's appointment in like a week and a half to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's how.
Just to be clear, is it you that has the doctor's appointment, or does she have?
No, it's me, bro.
Hey,
I ain't gotta worry about it. Like hers can come undone by accident. I'm good.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna be spitting oatmeal for the next 3 weeks. Anyway, Naru, what have you been up to?
I did not get a tattoo, but I spent
we can't all be that cool. It's all
right. I did spend a lot of time arguing with a whole lot of people on social media about a whole bunch of irrelevant stuff. I have no idea why I did that, but hey.
That's a normal week, man.
Yeah,
That's a normal week.
Sounds like
that's what social media is for.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys spend your time in on some of those different superhero forums, but man, you can get into some really annoying discussions. Just being brain dead over their favorites. Like, this is my guy. Yes, Superman from the DCU will take out Thor. Of course he will not, and so on and so forth. It's just, it gets asinine, man.
Well, I mean, we all know Squirrel Girl is, the top.
Yo, if Anna Kendrick plays her, I'm down. Just because I like Anna Kendrick, she's kind of hot.
She would make an absolute perfect Squirrel Girl.
She would be awesome.
And she
or
wants
the
to play
girl
the
from
character,
the girl from the what is it? The AT&T commercials.
Yes.
I don't have cable.
Yes. I can.
No, dude, they're old commercials where it's like
she's the funny one who's always I can totally get behind her if they wanted to go cheap.
Yeah.
For budgetary concerns.
If it was a TV show, if they bring her into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Anna Kendrick. If it was a TV show, AT&T girl.
How would they do that? It'd have to be a Netflix type deal.
What, for the MCU?
Yeah.
No, they could bring her into the Avengers after.
Avengers.
Anyway, we are in a whole different realm of the MCU. We're
rabbit holing, man. We're rabbit holing without Brandon.
We're trying to consolidate this show, and I just realized that rabbit holes are what make this show.
Pretty much.
Fuck you, Squirrel Girl and Anna Kendrick. The show this week is fucking Deadpool.
Okay? Rocking the shirt.
Deadpool.
Hang on,
Boom.
wait for it. Boom.
Tacos.
I wasn't thinking. I should have got my shirt too. Dang.
I don't have a Deadpool shirt.
Loot Crate. I have 2. This one's a Loot Crate exclusive. My other one's like a
nice.
Nice. I was kind of rocking my my Luke Cage look, I guess. No yellow shirt though.
Welcome to the dark side.
Must be out of the DC universe.
Indeed.
So that's just what I got.
Even though I saw that line in trailers, I still laughed out loud.
I never saw any trailers, so when I saw that, I cracked up laughing so hard. Where is what is it? Is EDM still cool in the future?
It's dubstep.
Dubstep. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is dubstep still cool in the future?
He's like, dubstep always sucked.
You're so dark. So, what did you guys think of the movie?
So so the way I pitched it to my buddy, because he's never like up to date on movies. He's always like 6 months behind on movies. I said,
"Why are you friends?"
Right. I said it's not as good as the first one, but it's just as funny. That's where I sit on Deadpool 2.
I mean, not as good in which way?
The storyline.
Yeah.
It to me, which you're not going to see Deadpool's storyline. I understand that, but comparing it to the first one.
Did you read my Facebook post? What the hell?
No, if it was about Deadpool, I was avoiding all of it because I didn't see it until yesterday, which would have been Tuesday. So, the storyline was a little like all over the place. It kind of even so, not even just like the back and forth thing that they did in both movies, where like started like part way into the story and then flashback and caught up. I'm fine with that, but then like all just we're over here, we're with Old Al, and now we're an X-Men, and now we're pissed off and sad, and now we're gonna be Deadpool again. It's just, I don't know, it's a little all over the place for me, but the comedy still hit at every freaking turn. So that's me.
I thought I liked this story.
Yeah.
I think
you're
the
allowed
story,
to like it, Jason. I give you permission.
For me, the story was the weakest part of the movie, but everything else rocked. Like. Yeah. Humor was great. The action was good. The CGI for me was like hit and miss in one or two spots, but overall was good. They
could have CGI'd Colossus a lot better.
They could have CGI'd Colossus a lot better. And then the sequence where Colossus is, well, not Colossus, where they're fighting
Juggernaut.
Spoiler alert, Juggernaut. In the back, that whole sequence was like, it was a bit off.
We probably should have said that at the top. This is gonna be a spoiler discussion for Deadpool. I'll make sure the thing is up earlier, but the spoilers.
A lot of spoilers. Things I liked about it.
Josh and his spoiler hands.
There's a bunch of surprises. I did not see Juggernaut coming at all. No. I did not see Domino as being such a strong character her whole thing was really good.
Can we just stop and say Domino is a badass?
Yes.
The way that they portrayed her while Deadpool is like bad mouthing her was perfect. That was so well done.
And then when she's like, I'm in. Like, you're in what? I'm in. How are you in the truck already?
He's like trying to catch up on his little moped. Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's on the Vespa. That shit was awesome.
That was funny.
I can do it too. Nope.
Does anybody else do like a triple take when everybody starts dying? Like when X-Force just started.
No, I just laughed.
Dude,
I think the whole movie theater thought I was psychotic because I was just laughing the whole time.
They just know what we know. That's all right.
So I went to see it with my dad and my wife, and that was coming out of the movie. We were talking, and that was my dad's like funniest part of the movie. He was like crying. He was laughing so hard at that part of the movie.
But I think the funnier part is at the end credits where he goes back in time. He's like, Peter, no, just go home.
Go.
Yeah. No more X-Force.
Honestly,
it was getting kind of scary. If
you ask me, for me, the end credits was like the number one part of that movie. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's still true. Like the end credits were just, I was laughing so hard through the end credits. It was insane.
Oh my God.
It was really good. And then also, another thing I kind of liked quite a bit actually was, the surprises they threw in, like where he's talking, Deadpool's talking, and why are you the only one here? Where is everybody? And then all of a sudden you see all the X-Men are just in this little room.
Dude.
You're like, shh, close the door.
Yeah, where you see all of them talking about like appearing and small vanishing and slight appearances from the X-Men. We already said spoiler alert, right? Like Tank did his spoiler hands.
Spoiler hands. Spoiler.
Can we say that the biggest Easter egg, bigger than the Juggernaut, was the fact that Brad Pitt was in the movie for 3 seconds?
Dude, I had to Google afterwards to make sure that's who it was. I was like, that looked like Brad Pitt. Apparently, he got paid like $950 for that one day, for that one like 3-second cameo. He got almost $1,000.
That's not too bad, I guess.
Well, but that's Brad Pitt. Like,
right.
I thought Brad Pitt would get more than that.
Thank you. When you said 900, I'm like, don't tell me they gave him $1 million for that. Yeah. That would just be stupid.
Nope.
$900 is almost like, hey, Naru, I'm doing this movie. Do you want to do it for free?
For him, it's actually
to Brad Pitt. Yeah.
In his case, it's like, I'll give you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to think, like, didn't they film Deadpool in Georgia?
There was part of it that was filmed there, because I know when they were like running up the street, my wife was like, I'm pretty sure that's Atlanta.
Yeah.
From like that's exactly where we're at in Dragon Con.
The transport was all in Atlanta. So, meaning the X-Force scene could have been done either place, but like $900 for Brad Pitt is like, that won't even cover a flight nowadays. So it's like, at some point you got to think like, okay, maybe he's like a pretty cool guy who's like, you know what? I think this would be funny. Like, let's do that.
Yeah.
Also, like, Matt Damon was in it.
Cool.
That's where I was about to go next.
Matt Damon was in it.
Where was Matt Damon?
The chubby fat dude that Cable just tasers.
Yeah, he's one of the rednecks.
Really?
Matt Damon was the fat redneck.
The one that was like actually talking about the toilet paper was Matt Damon.
Yeah.
The one he was talking to was Alan Tudyk.
Thank you.
Wow.
Who he was on Firefly with Marina Baccarin.
Right.
So I was like, yo, which I recognized Alan Tudyk in that scene. I like leaned over to my wife. I was like, yo, that's Alan Tudyk. And she's like, oh my God, it is. And then when we were Googling stuff after the movie, she was like, yo, that was freaking Matt Damon he was talking to. I was like, oh shit, that's so cool.
Plus, Alan Tudyk played an X-Men.
Cool.
Alan Tudyk was an X-Men?
Yeah, he was, what's his name? Shoot, purple guy. Looked like a devil.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, yeah.
In which one?
Wasn't he the one that played Nightcrawler in
X2?
The first one? X2, yeah, X2.
Look
it up. Really?
This thing smells like Patrick Stewart, so let's get out of here.
Dude, when he's riding around the mansion in that wheelchair, I was dying.
Oh my God. Or where he has the trainee jersey.
Oh God.
So good.
Oh God.
I'm an X-Man.
Trainee.
I'm an X-Man.
Trainee.
Yes, I know that.
And then even the kid he's trying to rescue, like, I'm an X-Man trainee.
Yeah.
Dude,
aren't you a trainee? Shut up.
Oh man. Yeah.
We only have like maybe 4 or 5 moments in our life. Just let me give this speech.
So what's the best part is my wife watched Deadpool 1 like earlier that day, and so like I caught the last 30-45 minutes of it, and which is him giving him that speech right before he kills, Francis. And so when he said that in this movie, I was dying because I had just heard that speech.
We only get like 4 or 5 moments, maybe. Like that. So to me, the story from the first one, that was awesome. Like Francis, probably one of the best villains still. I love Francis.
So good.
But the second one, I feel like the story was there. It just wasn't fleshed out enough. So, like, the whole Cable going back in time, I thought that was great. Because if I lost my family, I would do anything. Like, even go back to whatever. Now, Cable killing a kid. Now, Naru, you and I have read the comics. Do you think Cable would go back in time to kill a child?
I think he would go back in time and want to kill a child.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think he would.
Yeah,
I think he would go back right to the moment, which I guess he did, go right to the moment where he started, but before he got out of control. Like,
and in that context, I guess it was true to the character of Cable, because Cable is this big, grizzly badass who has a heart of gold, and only rarely, I mean, they try to, I guess, show that side of him without telling the same story.
Like when he saves Wade towards the end of it.
Yeah. That's where I was going with that. Yeah.
Cable's an awesome character who is just OP as shit.
Like, I'm glad, because at first I was like, because the CGI of him like putting the gun on his back kind of like was a little wonky, but then when he like does the little thing and it like magnets from like down the walkway onto his back, I was like, oh, okay, I understand how it works now. Got it. Makes sense.
That gun was badass.
Yeah.
That gun was badass.
Dude. I gotta say, the montage of him building the gun, I first thought, I wasn't sure what I was seeing, and when it happened, I'm like, oh, okay, because they went into repair mode, so I thought it was building parts of himself or something, because he said repair mode, and I thought, oh, is he damaged? What's going on with this? And then he starts building the gun, and then the gun that's a huge gun, dude.
It's a big
that's a big gun.
Like Cable's always carried huge guns,
right?
Like that is Cable.
Oh, by the way, you guys catch the sequence where Deadpool's making fun of the guy who created Deadpool? Where he's like, you look like you were designed by a guy who can't draw feet. I'm like,
oh yeah.
That's so good. Oh, that was awesome.
Did you catch the Winter Soldier reference?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I am tired of these mechanical arms.
Yeah.
Like
shoulder arms.
Oh man,
so many references.
I
have to say though, for me, the funniest scene to me was the scene when he's trying to grow his legs back, and they're all in the apartment, and he's shirt cocking it like a toddler. That's the funniest fucking scene to me. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
That whole scene was like, this is how they gleefully cross the line and then dance in it. Like, just cross the line and dance in it.
That it's his basic instinct. I was like, oh god.
Yeah. Like he walks in and goes, "Is that necessary?" Yeah, it's his basic instinct. I'm like, who writes this stuff?
Ryan Reynolds does.
Oh my.
Okay, Naru, what was your favorite scene of the whole movie?
Oh crap, my favorite scene. I have to break it into two. My favorite action scene was Domino's whole montage where she's running through. My favorite scene in the movie was the part where Cable realizes, yeah, all right, damn it, I need to stay here to kind of keep things going anyway. So that for me, the sequence where he decides, I'm not going to go back in time. I'm going to stay here and save this idiot. that whole establishing the connection that he has with this nutcase called Deadpool. So yeah, that's for me. Those are my two favorite scenes.
I think probably one of my favorite scenes, comedy wise, was right after like the X-Force scene, like the whole from the fucking C-130, like because I've been in like. You're in this fucking intense conversation. You're like, yeah, guys, I'm going to fuck shit up. And then, like, to see everything get fucked up. And then, like, Terry Crews gets fucking killed. Shatterstar gets fucking eaten by a helicopter. Like, it was so great. And then, like, just to recap, and then Deadpool's like, good news and bad news. Good news. I don't think anyone's going to miss Shatterstar. That guy was a prick. Like, that was awesome. He was like, Sugar Bear. No, just go away. Walk away. No, I'm going to get him. The guy's in the wood chipper and shit.
Oh, dude.
Oh, my gosh. It was so good.
Yeah.
Action scene. I love maximum effort. Where he picks up the brick.
Yeah. He's like, oh, only true friends execute people together.
Yeah, that was cool because it was like, hey, can you hand me one of those? No. Okay. Maximum effort, and he just picks up the brick, and you're like, all right.
Oh yeah.
But then that scene, like tying in with that, and then Domino just wrecking shop with her luck.
Yeah.
It was so good.
She was like, man, I need a bus to get all these kids out of here.
Boom. Boom. Yeah.
That was
awesome.
weird, man.
It was so good.
Weird favorite scenes.
Listen, so the funniest scene would have been him growing his legs back. That's just thanks to you. I now know what a baby's ball sack on a grown man looks like. That shit was just fucking hilarious.
That's weird.
Yeah, and my favorite action scene. I mean, you guys picked the good ones, but like I enjoyed.
Of course you did.
Yeah, right.
My first.
I probably the Colossus Juggernaut fight. It was pretty good, and it was kind of funny. I love when he's like, yeah, that's how we do it in Mother Russia. I was like, hell yeah, like let's go.
If you told me
you stick an electric wire in their asshole.
If you told me that I was gonna see the Juggernaut get his pants pulled down and then get an electric cable shoved up his rear end before this movie, I would have said no way.
Do you realize
that is a visual I don't even know how they came up with
by Colossus.
Right.
By
like,
Colossus, thank you.
Deadpool doing it?
Deadpool could do it. Colossus is like, I'm fighting dirty.
So, you realize that Ryan Reynolds did the voice for Juggernaut?
Really?
Oh, I thought they had some other guy do that normally.
Not the voice, which makes me think that, that little monologue where he's like, oh, dude, Juggernaut was my favorite X-Men, da-da-da-da. It makes me think, like, maybe there's some truth to that, like, that Ryan Reynolds put that in there on purpose. And that Ryan Reynolds got to do the voice for Juggernaut too. Like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Ryan was like made me scream out.
The Juggernaut.
No,
that guy was fucking huge.
No, he didn't. I gotta say, man, even though it was an end credit scene, I was laughing like a madman when Wolverine goes, "Wait, is that you?" And then, boom,
God,
he just gets shot in the head. Like, boom. And it shows up, just cleaning up the timeline.
Just keep shooting. Okay.
He killed Wade Wilson.
Speaking of Wolverine, I was laughing from the moment the movie started when freaking he had Wolverine being impaled by the spike, that little toy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was laughing from moment one. I was laughing. It's like that's fucking funny.
Yeah, that movie was hilarious.
And then end credit when he shoots himself in the head when he's looking, he's like, "All right, welcome to the big leagues." And look at the Green Lantern script. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Oh god. How did we miss that? The Green Lantern. Oh, welcome to the big leagues. Boom.
You're welcome, Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, by show of hands, who was genuinely surprised when his girlfriend gets shot?
Yeah, dude.
Yo, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
I kept just waiting for but how did she come back? Or like, what? How did they fix it? Or was he like...
I actually, also by show of hands, who thought she was going to come back?
I did.
Oh, no, she was dead.
I didn't think she was coming back.
D-E-D.
He saved her in the end credit scene, so...
No, he did. I'm just saying.
But right, the actual movie.
Did you think? Yeah, do you think she was going to come back?
I thought I couldn't believe they killed her, and I think it's funny how
they use the end credits.
I like how the opening credits. They're like, why do they shoot her? Because the guy who doesn't like sharing the spotlight.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, that whole sequence was pretty funny. Was pretty funny.
The moving. What did you think? Overwhelming, underwhelming.
Overall, overwhelming because the comedy was just as good as the first and had like a few select parts that probably made me laugh even harder than I was laughing at the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely overall was an overwhelming experience.
Naru?
More of an overwhelming, but like, just like
really made it.
Yeah, because again, I was going to say this, but Tank already did. The story for me didn't make me think, oh, that was awesome. But again, like I said somewhere else, who the hell goes to see Deadpool for the story? I mean, that's not why we watch it. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. Well, overwhelming, definitely.
I was also overwhelmed. I thought that comedy was good, the action was good. Story could have been fleshed out, but I mean, if you can pick and choose every single movie, no movie would ever be perfect. So, unless you're Blade Runner 2049. But anyway,
hi,
so anyway, off that, hey guys, this has been another week, another chapter down. I am not going to be on the show next week, which is probably praise for Naru, and for the rest of the world. I'm sorry. I've got more pressing matters, and this guy is going to be probably chest deep in a pool or in the ocean.
So I knew you were going on your honeymoon, and I was not sure where you were going with the chest deep comment. So I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Nope. In the water.
Got it.
If you get chest deep into anything else that you'll be doing on a honeymoon, you should not have married a circus animal. So, anyway, guys, hey, tell them where they can find you.
Yo, you guys can find me all over the internet at the Caped Critic. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got this week.
And you can find me on Twitter at my new Twitter handle, the Hooded Critic. I'm kidding. At Nurujay, Nurujay. Same place as always.
Hey guys, you can find me at Houdini0333 on Twitter. Hey, and if you want to find Brandon, he's on some new weird dating site at bmiller425. So you can catch all of us at The Nerds From Work on either SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes. You can catch us at Nerds From Work. Hey, like I said last time, we've got big stuff coming down the pipes. We're going to let you guys know as soon as we're able to. I promise you. So as soon as we get a little bit more information, we're going to give that out. But hey, other than that, from all of us at the workplace, peace.